Dun, dun,
Bosh.
dun.
Alright. Say afternoon, or
Hello.
evening, or morning, depending on where you're watching this from.
As usual, introductions. Aaron Baker, assistant game designer.
I thought he was going to go AKA.
No. AKA the architect.
Hello, I'm Sam Rogers, the other designer.
The other
AKA
one.
the Dreamweaver.
Humble brag. Right, so I think we're going to get started with a
big
single
time,
player tournament.
It's 4-0.
Yeah, I'm beating Sam 4-0. And
Hurt.
then we do a competition.
Hurts just thinking about it.
Sup guys, good to see you checking in. Got the usuals, big timer, flexing.
We got stomped by Big Tom.
Today I was on Gigantica. I had to wait 1 hour for the first bite, but the fish I caught were only big.
They're all pretty hench in there.
Gigantica loves
Do we
a
go-
fat carp.
Do we go Gigantica today then? On the talk of fat carp.
I think could be a good shout.
No, we're not doing Xbox Party today. I know we had some issues with that last time. But we do want to do another round of it. I'm up for getting stomped again.
Oh, we've got to do round 1.
Yeah. It's only the difference is like the AI will get obviously harder, so we can keep it at round 1. The time's the same.
Who jumped? Oh no, last time.
Oh, hello, beardy men, yes.
Still
Bringing
growing.
the beard stream.
I got a little bit of beard balm at the weekend to make sure it feels soft.
We're big advocates of beard care here. Nice and soft.
I had some people running their fingers through it. I was getting a lot of compliments.
No hobo beards on this stream.
Well, I don't know. I've still got a, it's just a soft hobo beard, you know?
No, yours is alright.
At work, there is a bit of beard segregation. They
Yeah.
keep us on one side of the office.
Bearded hole.
I don't know if we're the outcasts or the cool ones.
So I don't know what's in your tackle box.
Yeah, I might have to just start with that quick. Let's get the old customize equipment. He calls this the mix box, does he?
At least with this though, we're actually going to be doing a little bit of contributing to the old community challenge.
It's not letting me give it a name.
Can't name it.
I want to call it Fat Carp. Is it because...
No. We definitely clicked in here.
call it Fat Carp. You spelled fat wrong, it's PH. Yes. The boys are going carp fishing.
So we're getting close to 180,000 carp caught. Which I think is an achievement in itself. That's a lot of carp. No, managers, we're going to try. Well, we've seen you do it now. We've seen the best, the pros going in on it. So we need to reapply that to what we're going to do and hopefully add at least a few to that counter. I hope.
I'm getting some nice long rods.
Hi, Richard Jones. Get that Vader on.
I'm just going to go for...
Get that Vader on one. Ooh,
Mate, the Vader's going on all
it's
three.
OP. Cypher add sturgeon. I wish it was as easy as me just press yes.
It's a tick box.
Tick, search, done. In.
You write it in code, you write sturgeon underscore exists underscore 1 and then Bosch. Bob's your uncle.
In the game.
Not a lot of variety on the old lines.
Do we need to do a different location for sturgeon then? I've not really looked at like... Obviously we try to keep the fish where
No,
they
I think
actually
it would. I
inhabit.
think sturgeon would go into
Go back
existing
from the
places.
others?
What, go back through what, sorry?
Go back into some of the other lakes that we've already done.
Oh, I see.
Well, Marco's shouting for sturgeon as well. What do people love about the sturgeon so much? Hi, Live Fantasy. Maybe then went fishing Sunday night, caught one carp. 3 snapping turtles. They're quite aggressive, isn't they?
I saw a video of a snapping turtle munching a melon.
Oh,
and
the
it looked-
watermelon one.
Yeah.
Okay.
He looked happy, but pretty aggressive. I'm gonna get my fingers stuck in there.
We need to get turtles in the game.
Excuse me. Can you guys hear us all right?
Yeah, actually before we...
Because normally we start this up and then 5 minutes in we realise we're too quiet.
Hopefully the game volume's down.
Screw it. Until I hear otherwise. Oh wait, no, that's
yeah.
right.
Have we got update announcements coming yet? Or not?
Update announcements.
I'm not sure when they've actually got that scheduled for. Stephen, when's the update stuff that are we allowed to talk about? I don't want Big Daddy Des giving me a slap.
Swift backhand.
So sturgeon would go into carp lakes. Caught loads of sturgeon at my local lake. Well, that's good. I know some we might not be able to like. I'm not sure if Gigantica has sturgeon.
Licensed venues would be something
We'd have
something
to look.
different.
Rob got his t-shirt. Yay.
I thought that pig said double beards for a second.
It was in.
We'll go
Thought it
next
was,
to
thought it was fake. Caught 2 goldfish. Where, like a fair?
yeah, it was in this plastic bag. I had to hit a hammer. Hit this giant hammer and I got a goldfish.
Old Doyle Hunt.
I've probably bought a bit too much variety on the old rig types here.
What you gone for?
I've got one of each, so I've got gravel, silt and weed, but
I think it's mainly silt, isn't it?
no, Gigantica isn't actually.
The other way around, gravel.
I think it's mostly weedy. Oh no, is it mostly gravelly? I think it's weedy with gravel patches.
Shows how long we haven't been to Gigantic.
Oh, there's a lot of gravel there, so I'm obviously getting something wrong. Lanes are pretty thin to cast down. I'm out of bounds every time. And I'm using simple cast control. What's this?
No, you're not about that life.
Oh, look at that.
Has anyone got any like nice spots they've been targeting to get this community challenge done? 'Cause I understand carp here are fat, but going about that quantity, not weight.
Yeah, it's all gravel here.
Instead you could go into Bestie, Gigantica, Lago del Mundo, Boulder and Lake Johnson. Well, as you know, Megalodon came back for popular demand, so maybe sturgeon might get bumped. Live fancy carp are easy to catch for me. Well, that's good because we need like what, nearly just over 220 pounds.
Last time I checked, it was on 170k. So yeah, it was almost 70. Information Steven's giving us is 180, so
Ish, close to.
you can get probably a rough idea of how quickly you guys are catching carp based on that number. I'm not sure when you last checked when it was 170k.
So you have to bring up hashtag sturgeon. Then it's going to be the new want. Put it in the Facebook community group. It's actually one of the things like Des checks a lot because if he sees sturgeon off the bat, bump it.
Trying to cast to Narnia. I'm just showing everyone what my upper body strength is like. I'm
Flex.
just trying to let you guys know I've been working out, making more of an effort since we started streaming because, you know, I want to look good for you guys. And it just translates well in game. Add sturgeon. Just
Hashtag add sturgeon.
you should get an emote.
Yeah, we should have emotes. I also feel like our stream should have some, like, you know, we need some of the flashy stuff on the screen, I think.
The flashy stuff.
Get the little follower count and stuff on there. I do like the screen, don't get me wrong.
No, I just cast.
Yes, add stuff. It's got to be hashtag. There we go. Fast Gamer is now following. Thank you very much.
Apparently, we already have the emotes.
Do we?
Well, I think
I
that's
wanna
what
see
Steve
these-
is.
I
We
wanna
can't
see
see
these-
them.
Oh. Yeah, why? Oh, they're not coming up.
It's because we're on a different app.
Boo. Hope one of them's a fat old cop. Infant is saying hello from France. Oh, bonjour.
5 minutes of nothing so far.
Well, this is. I'm not getting my hopes up like last time because you had this before where you didn't really catch anything and I still crapped out.
What? I can't remember. Ah,
Flashy stuff of what, like catching.
it's the crank,
I
isn't
think
it?
Darth Badger's just thrown a sick
Yes.
burn at you.
Hey man, I can take it.
Sturgeon, the best fish ever. Maybe we should have made Sturgeon Simulator. Personally, last time fishing I used 3 to 4 gold hooks. Wait on the end, catch bait. Don't like lures. Live bait is best. A lot of people wanted live baits. It was originally in one of our designs, so it's definitely something we want to do. Look, you got double action going on now.
Yeah.
It's paid off.
I'm going to change all my hooks to use the gravel.
Assuming we want Largo pre-patch cat bite rate back. We didn't change the cat bite rate. Considering we're the two people who control the bite rate and the fish across the lakes. And it's not been changed. I swear on my mother's life we didn't touch it. Shame there's no sturgeon. I think maybe we've picked up the sturgeon too much now. Oh yeah, we got the customer survey going on at the moment, so that's also another place to include not just hashtag sturgeon, but obviously any other feedback about anything else, about bite rates, hook size of fish biting certain things, same for baits, anything that you feel like could be improved or changed or added for future. We want to know everything because effectively you're the guys enjoying this product, so we want to try and make it the best we can, so your feedback is so valuable. I can't stress that enough. Not been changed, but something has affected it. I'll have a look, but this becomes one of the big problems with game design. It's like an intricate web. You pull one thread, because again, the other issue we had to fix, because that was worse than a lesser bite rate. But yeah, I can't really think of anything else we changed between that would have affected a bite rate of a catfish. Just says, hope my ticket last week was of use. I'm not sure what that ticket is, but I'm sure Stephen does. Darth Vader catching loads of cats since the last time. That's what we like. But you're MLG quality, so you've got the gift. Big time of J wants the hashtag search. The Life Fantasy has done the survey, thank you very much. The sturgeon love is definitely real tonight. What colour time of day? Actually, the moon cycle. Here's one thing we do actually have in game. I keep thinking that the best way we actually describe it, but our lures are affected by the weather conditions and the time of day as well. So it's something to consider when you're picking your lures. Big Time has done the survey as well. That's what we like.
Community participation.
Personal views with fishing in real life passion. Oh, fishing my in real life passion. That's good. We hope we at least try and convey it as close to as we can in a virtual space. That's our aim anyway. AJ Lato is now following. Thank you. Top Badger's in on the survey. Are you guys happy with the way you can see the fish? You have online seems a bit too transparent sometimes. I guess improvements could be made to like how transparent the water is, but I guess at the same time you get that initial excitement, especially if you're in like a tournament like this and you see it's a big carp, then I don't know, I get pretty buzzing about being able to see it. It's just a bit of a catch-22 because I mean in real life you probably wouldn't see as much of the fish, but I don't know, I quite like seeing them. It's again a lot of art. I know you get to see them in the catch shot, but the art team does a good job of conveying like that fish moving through the water, so I like to see it. I don't know, that might just come down to personal preference. Thank you, Stephen. Steve's put a post in for the old link to the old server. So if you have already done it already, then something else obviously comes to mind. And no harm in doing it again, right? Sick Floss Boss. I quite like that as a name. Is now following. Leave the transparent alone, please. See, it's subjective. I'm with you. I don't want to change it. I like seeing them. I know the only thing I was thinking, like, I don't know, if it was like a silt bed, maybe if it was over it, you know, it could kick up like the dust. I say dust, the particles off the bottom of the lake could look quite cool without making it too less transparent, if you get what I mean. But that's a big job, and I know big jobs take time. Yeah, that's true. So maybe we could make some lakes more water clarity and then some less, maybe to mix it up a bit. So it's definitely something that's worth considering. The Amy Songs is now hosting. Thank you very much. Polarized glasses help a ton. It's one thing I would like, I don't know if it will ever happen, but if your actually character did have glasses, it would be cool if it actually did put an effect on the camera. But I guess that would only work when you're doing first person.
Yeah, that always annoys me in third person games when you put eyewear on it affects how you see. And it's like I'm over his shoulder.
It's breaking that wall. Silk, thank you. Yeah, water depth would, I guess, play a major factor into that as well.
Oh, being a bit
Oh,
greedy.
look! You've cranked out a 60. 7 minutes to go.
Being a bit greedy getting 2 lines out before I pick up this fish.
That's
on
the
as well.
MLG tattoo. You get that animation cancel in there as well if you want.
Got my eyes on the prize, mate.
Get a little pro tip in there for you. Yeah, you're doing alright. I thought you was crapping out at the start.
Let's have a look at what I've called. I haven't even it is round 1, so it's a bit easier.
Got some biggies in there. That's what's good. You got £35.
I mean,
They are big in there, aren't they?
yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like on the face of it, that might seem alright, but I feel like I wouldn't mind catching a couple of big boys.
Cool.
Would've
Rob
been
says
nice.
save the game would be great. Do you mean like save mid-session?
I'll crank that down. Because that tension's been a bit wild. He's so far out.
Little Vader 08 now following. Thank you very much. Oh, just to let you know though, the April Anglers of the Month have now been announced. So you can find that was on Facebook, Dovetail Live. Find out where you stacked up. And get ready for next week's tournaments as well. So we've got what? Bass on Lake Arnold, Carp on Manor Farm, Match on Lake Johnson, and Predator on Canal. I think Canal's still my favourite Predator. Not another fatty here, though. It's taking right out. You got them all on the go.
Got 5 minutes. I've been fighting this one for over a minute.
Pressure's on.
Kill me.
You got quite a hench one.
It's taken me almost 2 minutes to drag this boy over.
Looks like it's going to be worth it though. Look at him. It's girthy. It's toying with you. Not quite ready to give it.
Oh
Oh.
It's over 2 minutes.
Not only did
Of
he
my life wasted.
No, he taunt you, then gave you the swivel and cheesed it. Is
Good
this
job it
game
is only
worth
round
20
one.
bucks? I'd say so. I know I'll work on it, so that's going to make me biased, but I keep thinking about like how much play, like if I was going like purely on a playtime basis to what? Got at least over, even just in core, 10 tournaments to go through. Just a couple of hours. Freedom fishing obviously play to your heart's extent. And online play is awesome because who doesn't like being, I think I found that out since getting into fishing, that everyone's so competitive, it's actually quite addictive. Even doing it's just friendly people going out on a lake or anything. It's like, you always want to outdo the other person. So yeah, I'd say yeah. I've paid more for worse games.
Slipping down the leaderboard.
Howard Banks is on you.
There are 4 people above me. Screw Howard Banks. I'm just getting either no line tension or loads of line tension.
Richard Jones says he hates that and unlucky.
Cheers, Richard's making me feel a little bit better about myself.
Soothing his wound. It's been months since requests for named fish in the US lakes and new ways to play multiplayer. I suggested any news or same, and we're talking about it. So, all I can say right now is there is a big update. And that's about all I think I'm allowed to say. So we know there has been a bit of a. I know before we were doing regular sort of monthly updates, but the one that we're working on is big. So it's going to be worth the wait. I feel like I'm trying to be like spoiler avoidance. As much as I'd just like to say, you know, but it's coming.
Back into
That's all I
first.
can say. Ugh.
Rate that. Just got to stay first place now for
Cool.
1 more minute.
Cool Rob says, great game for the money. Thank you. Again, I'd say that because I'm biased, but yeah, we try to make it an enjoyable experience because, again, value for money is obviously one way a game should be rated, so. I fancy would like a tench or bream only fish tournament. This is the bream that people don't like.
Well, it's just a boring carp, I guess.
Oh, it's found it. If there's one, they call it a dustbin because it eats everything.
Hoover.
But would you like it as like single player or like an online tenchi?
I should have used a better line.
Guess what? Hashtag add sturgeon. You have to get a sturgeon counter on the screen.
I thought Patty Salazar overtook me then with a couple seconds left. Oof. Patty Salazar.
How much you get?
Definitely slivering.
88 free.
£88 free, yeah.
Not bad.
Oh, I think that was a bit of a rough round as well, to be honest.
Commendable.
Lost a couple of fish at crucial moments. It was a bit of a quiet start.
Peacock.
But I gotta raise that trophy.
He's happy about it.
And that's round 2 unlocked.
You want me to stick with round 1? Not that I think it makes any difference.
Just do it if you want. What did you want to do? Single play? You want to do this as make this into a competition between me and you? I'm not taking it more seriously. But hey, if you need to catch me off guard with it to try and get a point, that's
I'll take it.
fair enough.
I'll take it right now.
You need it.
I'll stick with your fat carp so. Who's that survey? Yeah. I like that though.
Breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah.
Big catfish in USA, channel and flathead. We'd definitely like to add more catfish. Bit more variety.
All the catfish. Did you do this camera or was it me?
This is Gigantica, so
Couldn't remember.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head if I'm honest.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, let's go then.
Gigantica, that was a Eurofishing DLC lake first, wasn't it? Yeah, that was a little while ago.
You got total one, didn't you? No, I'm not about that, no. I'm basic.
Have Barbel been confirmed in the new update? Nothing's. I don't know what has and hasn't been confirmed for the new update, so I'm keeping my mouth shut.
Hashtag Big Daddy Des.
Big Daddy Des. Steven's the one you got to watch out for. I know he looks
Looks innocent.
he looks innocent and quiet. He seems nice enough, but whew.
He's like the crypt keeper.
I've got to be careful what I say about Stephen, haven't I? He's got a fan club. What do Stephen's followers call themselves? Are they Stephenites? I don't know.
Got to remember how to clip it. There we go.
Named fish are one thing, but new ways to play multiplayer is what's really important for depth. Is this big secret update going to change online multiplayer significantly or not? I don't know what to say. You know, there's not going to be anything crazy on it. But as a big fan of multiplayer, I think there'll be some quality of life things, and it'll make some things easier for you guys in multiplayer that you'll like. I'm very much the same. Like when I play a game, if it's a campaign game, I just blast through the campaign. I'm done with it. It goes to the side. That's it. I like multiplayer games, preferably ones where you shoot people. But yeah, that's where my fun comes from as well. Lake suggestion. I'm probably going to butcher it. Lake Eufaula in Oklahoma. I'm going to guess that's Oklahoma. Yeah, Des can give you all the info because I'm pretty sure if Des puts a foot wrong, you'll get a little slap on the wrist. Well, I'll get my head cut off. No, I'm only joking. I wouldn't get my head cut off, but it probably wouldn't be pretty. Well, technically, you're doing better than I was because I think I was 5 minutes in without even a bite. And you got a couple on yourself.
Copying Darth Badger, mate. I'm telling you. After seeing what we went through last time, it's like when we watch any of those other videos of the games we play, I've got to adapt to those pro mechanics.
Steven's saying that Big Time J will have more info about it by the time Des is next on stream, so that sounds to me like he's announcing an announcement. Committed. Respectable. Multiplayer only, so you can set like tench only match with up to 10 players. See, the number of players is a big thing for us because it's a shame that on PC we can have 8 players, whereas on console we can only have 4 because of technical limitations. And making that number go up affects performance and has a whole other host of knock-on effects. I think anyone from Eurofishing early days would be able to tell you, like, there used to be a lot of differences between you know, host and client, for example. Bugs that could come out would only affect certain people on the lake, and us increasing the number of people in multiplayer just puts that all back at risk of some of that stuff returning. It's something we've got to be very careful about. We want to add more people to multiplayer, but we can't give a date on that. Oh, they'll chop my beard off? No way. It's made of steel.
See you down in the company of me and just shave you.
I'm Ironborn. No worries, Life Fantasy. Feel free to always be part of the discussion. You two had shredded wheat this morning. Never seen you catch so many fish.
Say. It's definitely happening.
Gigantica's just absolutely buzzing.
Get that up, man. Come on. Got another one to reel in yet. I'm on the clock.
Why don't you have to set hook magic because it's a game? Well, for us, we just prioritise the stuff that we think impacts the game the most. You know, I'm not saying that it was conscious. We never made the conscious decision like, oh, let's not just worry about that. It just seems to be something that's fell off the radar, I guess. And it's not something that, well, me personally, I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it on Facebook or on the Steam forums or anything like that. You know, if it was something that a lot of people were saying, hey, look, this is essential, this is like a massive part of the feeling of fishing, then we'd have to reconsider, or we'd have to change the priority on it, I guess. But at the moment, it's not something that we're hearing a lot of complaints about, as it were. This is the thing, there's so much, like, if we're talking about what
actual simulating just real life fishing to the point of.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about an exact one-to-one simulation, then, you know, there's loads of stuff that we still want to add to the game that's not there yet. But we can only take it one step at a time. So we just work for a priority list. The priority list shifts around based on, you know, community feedback and cool ideas people on the team are having. Just adds to the difficulty. Okay, fair enough. If we see a lot, you know, if we see a lot of traction on this though, where a lot of people are saying, hey, actually, I would really like to see this, you know, like I say, that would get bumped up priority.
One good thing.
Yeah, lure and float fishing, you do set the hook because you have to have that good strike. Oh, you should clear 80, 88, 86
yeah,
pounds
I
a winner
thought
was
this
easy.
last time. I'm not.
Nah, I think you're
Until the
kosher,
fat
mate.
lady sings.
Look, you're on 75
I
in
know,
12
but
minutes.
remember last time I had a drought after I caught my first few bass, and then you like won with like.
You've already got one on the line. It's fine.
No, but it might be a bream.
You're lucky I lost 2 fish.
That's true. That's what I meant.
And I wasn't taking it seriously. That's
Yeah,
the only reason I'm losing.
going in.
Hey man, you scrape a win however you can. It's cool.
I need to get a point on the board.
It's a bit of a false point, but it's fine.
Told
Just
you.
getting it out
I
there.
saw Darth Badger and old Scooby go, and it's like I've got to change up my tactics. No more long casting, cluster spotting for the old carp.
I don't. Yeah.
I hadn't had a chance to spot. I was at the start.
Mm.
This one's taking me out the distance.
Yeah, we got a bit of a schooling.
That's an understatement. We got spanked.
No, but I mean, like, we got taught a lesson.
Oh
Schooling.
yeah. That part I'd agree. But for this game, we got schooled. Like yeah. Rip.
Catch live bait first, then you can use live bait. Would be nice. Yeah, that's something we spoke about in the past as well.
The only problem we have to think about that though is would it increase the age rating? Certainly have to consider.
I don't know. That's a pedantic detail.
Yeah, because I know it's one of the things that came up, as we did originally have designs for that as well.
Again, that's priority list.
Yep.
Something that's fell off the block a little bit.
I don't know if that ever happened, but yeah, there's lots of things that like we write designs for that. Again, depends where it fits into the priority order. It's like, oh yeah, it's a cool idea or a feature, but like if it doesn't fit in with what else is the priority, then it gets slotted out.
Darth Badger, it is impossible to humiliate me because I have no shame. It's never a good day in the office when you get beat at your own game by someone, though. There was a little bit of weeping when I got home. Just so happens to be the week I told my mates, hey look, I'll do this stream. One of them checked it out just to see me getting destroyed. Sorry, Life Fantasy, I can't confirm anything for you.
What's he asking?
Can you tell us anything that's coming in?
We can give one bit away. Fish.
What do you mean? It's a really
Fish.
vague statement.
Exactly.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
We can
There will be
confirm.
fish in the
There
update.
will be fish. God, this one's been taken at
Mm.
Come on. Got to tie that now. Not.
It's going to come close.
hit this fish.
It doesn't feel too tense. I mean, you have got 8 minutes still, and you've got bites everywhere.
I know. This will be the point where I like lose them all.
You haven't swam out of bounds.
Yeah, I know.
Did you already talk about the tournaments coming up this week? Live events?
I did, but you can mention them again.
Did you mention the legs they're on?
Yeah. Yeah, a recap.
Recap from 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. News just.
Bass on Lake Arnold, Carp on Manor Farm, Match on Lake Johnson, Predator on Canal.
He's still swimming out. He's got the net thing. What's he doing? Why is he still going out? Oh, okay.
Hybrid Sniper 420 is basically play the big online tourneys with your friends or co-anglers, 2 guys, 1 boat, or bust. 2 guys, 1 boat is harder than it looks on paper.
Sounds like a video I don't want to watch.
2 guys, 1 boat is, yeah, that's a lot harder than you'd think it is on paper, but we've spoke about that boats from the beginning as us wanting to do that one day. Can't promise time or date when, that is something we'd like to see, but again, priorities. We do want to improve the multiplayer experience, trying to make it a bit more diverse and make it easier for you guys to set the game up in ways that you want to be able to play it in. Again though, can't confirm anything. Quality of life, I know you say no lakes, fish, tackle or quality of life improvements will take the game to the next level, but you know, I'm not going to fully disagree with you. I want the stuff that you said that you want, but I think that those other things are still going to help the game. I think quality of life improvements are always appreciated. Mm-hmm. You know, there are too many times that I've played games that just chuck in new content without fixing small issues and quality of life improvements, and they just bloat the game out, and it actually ends up taking away from it. So, you know, we're always going to be working on quality of life improvements and things like that. The small fixes can be big fixes. Small fixes can be big wins, sorry. But yeah, I agree with what you're saying for the most part. I think, yeah, like I say, multiplayer is the lifeblood of any game for me as well, so I do know what you're saying. Hopefully you'll enjoy the summer update.
I did it, by the way.
Oh, nice.
It was still had energy though, which was a bit worrying. Like it had the net symbol, but it probably swam away.
Oh, really? Had a second wind.
No, we've got the fix in there now, like if you don't net it after a period of time, it does automatically catch it, but that situation did look a bit bizarre. There we go. Lovely. And try and do the little pro strat. That's right, animation cancel. MLG right there. I should have changed to 2 though. Could do that quick, 'cause 2's out of bounds right now. God.
Absolutely slayed out. Howard Banks didn't stand a chance. Patty Salazar didn't manage to step up.
Not done yet.
Yeah, I suppose technically it is still possible, isn't it? They could still
they
catch
could still
one
come back.
fatty.
Yeah. But Amelia, I'm not done yet. Should have time to get this one in comfortably. Maybe one more if I get another bite, as long as it's not on rod 2, because...
Making a ruckus out there.
You get one of those little recording lights, you know. Just be silent.
Three minutes 30 to go. It's not too shabby.
Just fish a tire out, would be good. Get out again. No. And come back. Come on. Enough. Your jib.
Scotty Jeeps catch a real fish. Nah, digital carp only, mate. All about those digital carp. Hi, Christian. Sorry if I said that wrong.
If it's digital, does it make it not real? It exists in a virtual space. Mind blown. Otherwise, all video games aren't real. Look, come on. There we go. Let's do it again though, look. Bosh.
Whoa.
No.
Wish you could see how straight my face was.
I'll watch it back. Or someone clip that.
Clip it, clip it. See how quick he put that rod down? That was mental.
Saving those nanoseconds could be the difference between a gold and a silver though, right?
Unless you're as good as me.
It's true.
Then it's just, don't have to worry about that. You've got all the time in the world to put your rod down.
Think of that potential though. I know you're all about min-maxing.
Darth Badger's lavishing you with praise. Someone has been practicing off stream.
I'm a new man. Showing the error of my ways.
Definitely not just fluked it in a single player tournament.
No. Not at all. I missed the animation council though. A bit sad.
Stop talking about the animation council. We don't need it.
Oh, I picked that one up though. I thought I did. Did get a boss.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Pop up tiger nuts coming in clutch.
I don't think I'm gonna get this in solid. Let's just lean on
Go
it.
all in. No, that's not happening, mate.
Oh, there's another one going up as well. Sod it. We've started leaning on this one. Just got to... No. New rod 2. 20 seconds, crank it. Probably shouldn't go 60.
Caliman Jarvis, did you create this game? We are assistant designers on this game, so we just help. We help with some of the designs for features that go in, and we help put some of the stuff in engines so that stuff works, basically. Yeah. Connell Maker, sorry, Connell Maker, Mr. Maker, Mr. Maker. I'm streaming the online carp tourney at 8:30 GMT, going for £1,000. Doing a bit of promoting, bit of self-promotion, guys. If you want to see someone try and break some records, why not have a little ganders? Oh, same for a live fantasy. He'd be streaming later for the carp comp as well.
Double down.
Caliman Jarvis, and you're a streamer, I guess. So we're not like officially, you know, we're not paid to stream, as it were. We just design a game and then we try and get a bit involved with the community. We help You know, there's a little group of us there, alternate who runs the streams on what weeks. But yeah, we try and get it in once a week where we can. And then yeah, me and Sam do it once a month at least.
Chris Hall asking, is there going to be a fix for 9-foot rods not catching big fish because I've got 13-foot rods not getting any big fish at all? So it's going to be more about what's on the end of it. Should really, like, the rod itself shouldn't have any impact on like what fish it attracts. So, but that's definitely some sort of feedback we'd like to hear in the survey, as we are the two people who control like what size fish gets attracted to what size bait, line, lure. So stuff like that's really handy to know.
No reason to apologise, Mr. Maker. Always a pleasure. Happy to help you guys get your names out there, I guess. Good for the community.
Spread the love of fish.
Now look, you got little duos, buddy.
Where are we going?
I'm on bestie. Jezzy, you're a bestie. We've got like less than 10 minutes left, so figure we just...
Put a little chill on.
Oh man, it just looks
Check
nice.
Check that mountain out. A little pan up. Ooh.
Look, it's
Up
a
again.
mountain.
Up. It's a
Wait, it's
big,
all
no,
mountain.
look at that big bit behind you. Up more. Yeah, it's hinge.
So glad you guys came into our fishing stream to look at the mountains.
You should get the tournament up. Check out that mountain I had on it. I'll pop a pan at it. You know, like a good pan at something at the end.
Basic cast control again. Good lord.
Kellyman asked, do you fish in real life? I used to go sea fishing, and I keep asking for that. I like a good sea fish. But we have been on fishing trips within the team. We went predator fishing twice, didn't we? Like on the canal, wasn't it? Which is good. You caught a Xander. Hybrid Sniper, I buy everything to support you guys regardless, but what I said is the truth. Online multiplayer is where to be. 2019, 2020, game's great with no modes or great improvements. The online plan, I think the online any sequel or spin-off game should immediately begin made. Yeah,
To an extent, again, like I'll agree to an extent. Like again, this is coming from someone who pretty much only does play multiplayer games, but there are still great games out there that have come out in the last couple of years that have no multiplayer whatsoever. I mean, Spider-Man absolutely smashed it when that launched. All of the Batman Arkham games, they were awesome. Horizon Zero Dawn, another single-player campaign. I'm not saying that multiplayer doesn't add to the games and give it more depth and give you more stuff to do, you know. And like I say, that is something we want to keep improving on. But you know, we're not going to sacrifice adding other content in as well to only focus on multiplayer, as important as I think that is.
you need to support both models because not everyone does want to get involved in the multiplayer scene.
Do appreciate the feedback though, Hybrid Sniper. So thanks for
buying everything.
Thanks for coming in. Yeah, thanks for supporting us and everything we
It's
do.
much appreciated.
Guys like you are the reason the game can keep on running and we can keep trying to do these updates.
But I think you're going to enjoy the big one. Any news about putting pegs around
Oh, a full
the
fraud.
Delgato area on Lago del Mundo? I can't pronounce that. Is it Bahia?
Bahia.
That's
Bahia,
it.
I'm not sure. I know it's the dam area, isn't it? Yeah,
Not
we spoke
as of
about
yet,
it, but
we have. Yeah, we need to. I haven't got a pen. I need to actually get that into our system because it'll probably be me or Aaron doing it.
I think I've already raised
You
it.
already raised it. Oh, you good boy. That's what we like.
With old Desmondo. Have you ever played Fortnite? Caliman Jarvis, you don't even know.
Kellyman Jarvis also asked if they could donate to us. We don't have a donations thing, and I think where we're advertising the game would be a bit cheeky to start being like, oh yeah, you know, donate pledge as well.
I've got to get a personality before I start asking for money for doing this.
You know, the most support you can give us is just spread the word about it, give it a review on Steam or Xbox or PlayStation, because that goes a long way. That's enough.
Oh, hell yeah.
But also, yeah, just joining in the streams enough, so it's well appreciated.
We're here for the chill out.
I'm not on Fortnite though, I can't deal with building. I watched you do it and it jars my brain. I'll stick with Super Smash for now.
My 90s are solid. I've got some solid 90s.
So there you go. Darth Badger being a pure example. Doesn't care about multiplayer, prefers single player. And that's fair enough. But we want to make this appease everybody, so we want to give you that single player driven experience, and we want to give you that open multiplayer experience.
It's all about striking that balance, man.
That way everyone's a winner.
I don't like that stuff. No participation awards.
Alright, nearly everybody's a winner.
I just want to catch one
When
fish
will the
probably before the
update-
stream ends.
When will come the update? I wish I could say. All I can say is it's soon. But
It's going to be summertime.
until it's officially announced, we can't divulge. I'm sorry. I wish I could. Because there's some exciting stuff. You have to be patient. But it'll be worth it. That's all I can stress. Crooks plays, this game looks very relaxing. It really is. Especially on areas like this. I just want to take it back, so I said, I don't know, I really do like Canal. Canal feels very different as well, but I still like it compared to 2 Predator lakes there. Because there are quite a lot of Predators in this one, and Beasts in this one, right? One that does the beastie audio.
Oh, yes.
Which I might just have to play it on stream. Yeah, why not? It's good fun. Personal, I got to know. Oh, can you turn the beeping off in the HUD? That is something you do need to put in the survey. It's something that keeps getting asked for, and we have noted it on the list. But again, if it gets bumped, it might get bumped a bit more.
I've been having conversations with the audio team about that as well.
I don't know what hashtag.
Ongoing discussions.
Hashtag we having for that. Hashtag beep, bite on arm. Ducks are always been a problem in real life for me fishing. Glad there ain't no ducks in this year. I'd like to see some ducks.
I've heard that a lot of birds can be pretty nuisance when you're fishing. I've heard some pretty
I don't know
weird
if we'd ever do
stories.
that as a nuisance mechanic, be like, oh, it could eat your bait or whatever. We'd probably just have them in the environment to look pretty. But I think a little bit of wildlife would actually bring it a bit more to life. Nutball Gem 83 is now following. Thank you very much. Personal quarter pelican. They're henching, eh? Pelicans. Crooks Plays is now following, and the Whiz Kid is now following. Thank you very much.
Why don't you give this a quick recast to see if you can catch something quick before we say goodbye?
Well, you know what I'm doing. Getting it all close and tight. Not about that long cast game anymore. We've seen what happens. No, it's not close enough, really. That might be a bit too much.
Any hazards in water, logs, debris, or lily pads. So we sort of have some structures and stuff that we use to encourage movement of the fish around the lake. So as an example, we might have an area that might have some sort of like water feature that fish are likely to go to for food if they're hungry. But none of it interferes with gameplay too much, not at the moment. And I think in the end that sort of did come down to being a design decision. I know that in real life you would be able to, so let's talk about trees for example. In real life you could cast out and you could get stuck in a tree behind you. But in real life if you wanted you could cast in a particular way that you wanted to avoid the tree, if you know what I mean. Whereas obviously in our game you can only cast from certain positions. So in that instance it's a lot easier for us to remove the collision on the trees, I guess, so that rigs don't get caught in trees, because it would be too awkward in game to replicate that, even though in real life it would happen, if that makes sense. I don't know if I just got lost in trying to explain that or not.
Oh, bream.
And you get a bream, and that's how you close out a stream.
Bosh.
Bait use Banoffee. Get in there.
He doesn't look very happy to be out of the water.
I think it'll be alright.
He'll go back in. It'll be all good.
Right, guys, that's how we're ending it, I guess. We're ending it with this bronze-coloured bream. As always, it's a pleasure to see you guys. Thanks for dropping your messages. Really appreciate it. Gives us more stuff to talk about as well if you guys are around.
Yeah.
Makes our job easier.
Yeah, don't forget, hit up that survey if you haven't, because we need that feedback. It's so valuable to make the game better and what you guys want. So,
and get your friends to fill it out as well, because if you're saying, hey, we want sturgeon, but you're the only one out of a group of 20 people saying, oi, we want sturgeon, then get all your mates to fill it out as well. Oi, add sturgeon. And then, you know, it'll bump up that kind of stuff. Any bugs that you see a lot of, or that you think are priority,
or things not reacting correctly, like you're saying about the rods, anything.
Just give us feedback. Just feedback, full stop. Just don't worry about specifics.
Hashtag feedback.
Yeah. Right, thanks a lot, guys.
Bye.
The beards are off.